you've begged God to free you from lust, haven't you? You cried with clenched fists, swore you'd never fall again, deleted apps, avoided eye contact, slammed your laptop shut with guilt, soaked in silence and still. It returns like a whisper you can't silence. But what if the reason you're still fighting isn't because God's ignoring you, but because He's preparing you? Lust is not just sin. It's spiritual sabotage disguised as pleasure. And the shocking truth is that God may be allowing this fight to expose what's hiding beneath your surface. You see, lust isn't the root, it's the fruit. It grows in places where wounds have festered too long, where rejection was never healed, where comparison and loneliness quietly mutated into craving. Every time you give in, you don't just feel dirty, you feel disconnected, like God is watching in disappointment. But what if He's not disappointed? What if He's determined to walk you through this fire? So you finally become dangerous to hell because the enemy fears you not for your past, but for your future. That's why he keeps sending this weapon. Satan doesn't chase people standing still. He torments the ones moving toward purpose. That's why the lust hasn't left. It's the devil's last defense before your spiritual authority breaks through. But here's the hidden danger. You've tried to fight it alone. You've tried to silence the urge with distraction, self-hate, self-help. But the flesh doesn't respond to discipline. It bows to crucifixion. This is not a behavior problem. It's a throne problem. You've let lust sit on the seat only God should fill. He's letting this battle rage, not because He wants to see you fall, but because He wants to see you finally surrender. Not halfway, not one foot in the fire and one in the altar, but all of you. The enemy's real fear isn't that you'll fail again. It's that you'll finally understand that grace was never meant to just forgive. It was meant to empower. You were never supposed to manage lust. You were meant to master it. But mastery only comes through surrender. The Lord is saying, stop trying to kill this thing with willpower and start trusting me with your weakness. My strength is made perfect there. You may feel ashamed, but shame is not from God. He convicts to restore, not condemn. That's why it keeps coming up, not because you're too broken, but because He's ready to rebuild what lust has been stealing. When you finally get honest, when you stop pretending you're okay and start dragging the secret into the light, freedom starts to break chains. Because what grows in darkness dies in exposure. And when you speak truth, you disarm the accuser. But be warned, God won't heal what you refuse to surrender. He won't deliver what you still enjoy more than His presence. So ask yourself, do you want freedom or do you just want relief? Because freedom comes with fire. It means shutting the door, blocking the number, deleting the file, fasting, praying, crying, fighting, and rising. You weren't called to be a slave to your impulses. You were called to be a temple of power. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in you. But you can't expect resurrection if you won't embrace crucifixion. Crucify the desire. Don't cuddle it. Crucify the habit. Don't justify it. The war is proof you haven't given in. So if you're still struggling, still resisting, still crying out, you're closer than you think. You are not your lust. You are not your past. You are not your failure. You are a child of the Most High. And if you can't see your worth, look at the price paid for you. It wasn't cheap. It was blood. Lust wants you to forget that. It wants you to settle, to sink, to suffocate in silence. But I dare you today, fight back. Not with willpower, but with worship, with truth, with surrender. Because on the other side of this battle is a calling, a testimony, a roar that will shake chains off others. What you master will become your ministry, but not until you get real. So if you're tired of falling, of hiding, of pretending, then get on your knees and pray with me. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. You are not disqualified. You are in process. And if God allowed this fire, it's because what he's forming in you will not be fragile. So rise up, break the silence, and walk into your freedom. It's already paid for.